Art by C. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to be playing around with some gouache. I actually just picked up some new gouache from a bookstore, college bookstore around here. So we have Quinstrandone Rose, I don't know how to say that. Hansa Yellow, don't know how to really say any of these. Sap Green, I can say that. This is like Cerulean Blue, I'm probably saying it wrong. Dioxine Purple, and then I just got some more white because I use a lot of white, even though I think I have a whole nother thing of white. Yeah. And then these are the colors that I already have. I came in like a sample, I don't know if you'd call it like a sample set or whatever. And obviously they are very loved. So we got our titanium white, our Naphal red, Azo yellow, cobalt blue, ivory black. So those are the ones I already have, and then these are the new ones. Another thing too is, normally I'm fine with my primaries, but a while back my art teacher said something along the lines of you should try to paint straight out of the tube rather than mixing stuff with a lot of white, and sometimes it's unavoidable, but I do want to try to I'm always the type of person to always just use primaries, and sometimes you will get very dull, lacking intensity just using primaries, but I do promote using mostly just primaries because I think it teaches you really good color theory and mixing and everything like that. But I'm gonna try to start using like new colors. That's why I just bought a few just to test it out. I would like to buy lighter colors, but the selection didn't really have a lot of lighter colors. So yeah. So I'm probably gonna swatch all of them and probably gonna do some kind of sketchbook spread or something like that today. So okay, so I'm not gonna swatch white because I know what white is. And then I'm just gonna put a little star next to the ones that I've already had. And then for my palette, this is kind of sad, but I just used this like broken picture frame glass, and I put poster board under it because it's really thin glass, but I just got a picture frame from Dollar Tree and took the glass out, and I should get some thicker glass because obviously it broke and I had to glue it down, but that's what we're going to be using right now. I feel like these yellows look exactly the same. Alright, so that is all of the colors. Now we're just going to swatch them, and obviously, I know what some of these look like since I've been working with these for a while. Okay, I have a feeling this yellow is very similar. Kinda disappointed. Those are very similar. That one maybe just has a bit more of a orange, maybe just tiny bit. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, instead of a gradient with water, I'm gonna do a gradient with white, just to see how the colors react with white. Okay, so I just did all of the swatches. So these ones are with water, and then these are the color mixed into white. And I really like this rose color that I got. And then honestly, the yellows, let me know what you guys think down below, but they look exactly the same to me. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought maybe this one was gonna have like a little more of a green tint to it or so, but it doesn't. It looks exactly the same to me. I like this green. It's really dark. I think it's interesting when you mix it with the white, it's more mint as opposed to more yellowy right there. Same with that one. Obviously I've used this gouache before because this is one I had before, but right there it's more orangey, and then it turns more of it into like a purpley color when it's mixed with white. These blues, honestly, for paying $10, this one is not super exciting. I actually, when I paint with acrylic paint and I use primaries, I prefer to paint with the cobalt blue as opposed to this kind of blue. But I am excited that I have more versatility, more range. The purple is really interesting. It almost looks black when you first put it down, which is kind of cool, and I might play with that for shading. And yeah, that's the swatches. So now we just have to come up with some ideas. And I'm just gonna use good old Pinterest for some inspiration. So I just found this Sphinx cat that I thought was pretty interesting. The colors are kind of cool, so I'm gonna play around with the colors in that for a little bit, see what I can come up with. Okay, so that's what I got for the first drawing, and honestly, this is pretty terrifying. I think some of the colors are kind of fun, like the color schemes. So kind of like that color scheme, I really had a lot of fun with, so I might stick with this color scheme and see if there's anything else that kind of like sparks the imagination. Oh geez, look at all the drip marks I got. But yeah, I think this is kind of terrifying, but it's kind of cute in a weird way. But yeah, I'm gonna try to think of something I can do in that color scheme. So I started looking on Pinterest, and then there's these leaves that I'm trying to find that are like pink on the inside, and they kind of turn into this like dark purple green. And I feel like those would be really fun to paint with this color scheme. Oh, I think I'm finding them. So caladiums. So I'm gonna try painting a few, and they're not this like exact color scheme, but I'm gonna kind of make them my own. And let's see the leaves we can do in this color scheme. I think it'd be fun to do like a whole page with like this color scheme, since this is kind of some of the colors I just got. I think it'd be fun to play around with them. So they definitely aren't like this dark of a purple, but we're just playing around. Obviously cats aren't that strange color scheme either. Okay, so there's like the basic shape kinda. It's a little off center because I didn't have room to go down this way, but that is okay. Now let's start ombreing it into a green. So I'm gonna have the light source be up here, and then this is kind of where the neon green's gonna really come into play. And that darker purple will be more on this side. And I'm not really like trying to make everything look super good. This is kind of just for fun, experimenting, so don't judge me is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so it's getting somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute because my mom just told me the tacos are done, so I'm gonna go eat some tacos. Okay, I'm back from my tacos. They're really good, in case you're curious. And while I was eating my tacos, an idea came to me of doing one of those kind of hairless cats, kind of in a similar color scheme, but more with that pink and then some of the purple. And then the leaves in the background kind of being that color, and like the cat's kind of like in a garden. So I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I kind of like that idea, just because I want to kind of make a finished piece out of this stuff that I'm doing. I mean, this was originally just for experimentation, but when an idea hits you, you gotta go with it, you know what I'm saying? If you ever do gouache, I highly recommend like getting a little spray bottle. This was like an old hair thing, and spraying your palette every once in a while. You can even spray the piece of paper you're working on, except it might leave like little, depending on what stage you are at on the painting, would depend, you know, if you'd want to do that. But yeah, it's nice to have a spray bottle around. This pink, this what's it called? Quindadrome, whatever, rose is like the perfect pink for this caladium? I don't know, whatever they're called. The plants, the pink in them. It's the perfect shade of pink. I do like this really bright light pink matched with these dark leaves. So I might make the leaves darker and then the cat kind of like that tan color, that pinky tan more. And then I could have some nice contrast that way. Yeah, this does not look exactly like the plan. I'm taking some creative liberties to change it up a little and stuff, but overall it's kind of the same gist. Let's find a picture of a hairless cat we like and a pose. Okay, I think I'm gonna take the pose from one and the body from another picture, or the pose from one and the face from another, and then we can really quickly kind of thumbnail what we want to do here. So if this is our sheet of paper, maybe we'll do like 5x7, and then have this little tan goober kitty. So here's the kitty, probably even lighter than that. They always look like chickens to me. Weird color for the back of the foot. Alright, we'll copy our reference a little better when we're doing the actual version. That is terrifying. In this like lush little forest. What should the sky be? Maybe the sky could be like a pretty sunset, like with those hot peaks. The sky would be darker, really dark up here, and then it would fade down. God, I just cut off his ear. But yeah, into this like yellowy killer. You know, when you see those really hot pink pretty skies. Kind of like that vibe. And then we can have some clouds. And the cat would be like a little, you know, shaded and stuff, so it would not go with the background that all that much. And I'll paint it green for right now and then we'll figure it out. And then we have some of those lovely little plants. So my camera just died, but I don't really think I missed that much. But I'm always bad about like what goes in the way background, so it's like maybe some mountains. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for the main piece. I'm gonna go get a sheet of paper and we can start working on it. Alright, I think I am ready to get started. I taped it off with like jagged tape so that I got those like interesting edges. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Probably map it out first a little and then get onto it. And then I think I'll have the grass start about right there. there's the sky. And we'll do some clouds later. Okay, so this is what I have right now. Kind of look like volcanoes. Maybe there's just some volcanoes going on. Probably gonna start on the kitty. I love how my palette almost looks like that. That's funny. Alright, let's mix this kitty color. I might mix some kitty color over to the side of my palette so that it doesn't get mixed into everything else. Okay, so I'm at this point, and it's kind of funny because I love how like realistic the face or the body looks, and then you just look at the face and it looks like an anime. Probably start working on the face, and I want to do the clouds behind and everything, but yeah, I want to do the face right now. So this is how it's looking at this point, and instead of doing those really cool leaves, I'm kind of thinking I want to do like a field of lavender. Like, I just think that would fit so much more with the atmosphere that I've created in the mountains, you know? I feel like a field of lavender would be kind of realistic in this atmosphere. So I'm kind of very tempted to do that, but I do like those leaves, so I'm kind of torn because those leaves are so, they're perfect with the way they have the pink in the middle and everything. Decisions. Alright, I think I'm just about done. The perspective on these lavender fields is definitely a little messed up because it kind of looks like the cat's giant or the lavender fields are really small. But yeah, I'm glad I made like the last minute decision to do the lavender field instead of those leaves, because I think this really gives it, like I said, a nice atmosphere, and also the way it kind of goes back into the mountains, it kind of transitions nicely. I don't think I could have done that as well with the leaves, and I don't really think the leaves grow like that, so this is a little bit more realistic too, which is kind of, you know, it is what it is. It's cool, kind of. So yeah, and little kitty's got some lavender up on her, him, whoever. Wow, that looks so cool. Look at the water dribbles. I think that looks cool. And here's the moment you've all been waiting for. Or maybe not all of you guys have, but I love ripping the tape off of a piece once it's done. Oh, I gotta sign it. This is kind of a weird little tip, but when you're signing your work, if you use a color from the piece, it really makes it look more uniform. So if the bottom's dark, I'll try to sign it with a light color, and if it's light, I'll sign it with a dark color, which is kind of obvious. But I'll try to use a color that's in the piece. Okay, I just very smally signed my signature and the date. Alright. Yeah, the colors just aren't showing up very well, but I'll fix that. So satisfying. And I love that ribbed edge side, especially if you're doing like kind of a natural-ish piece. It gives it such a good look. Alright, so today created this, and we started off with swatching the colors and then making some fun color palettes. Okay, it's so funny. And doing a little rough draft, and yeah, kind of changed our ways a little, but that's okay. I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you like this type of format of a video and what your thoughts are. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.